You said certain things like that INI file needs to be updated. Is that something you would obtain from Saberfont, or you obtained that file somewhere else?
That's kind of what I'm trying to find out today, because if you go back in the Proffie history, there was Frederick's main OS that came out, and he was developing that one. And then Matthew McGeary came along and came out with his own, they call it the SA22C fork. And right away, that was allowed you to do things like one button mode. Your buttons would act like plector buttons, to where, like the other day, we were trying to get the lockup to go off, or the lockup to stick. And I'm so used to, because I've been using the fork forever. Ever since the first fork came out, I was like, you know what? I kind of prefer the fork because it works like plector buttons instead of Proffie buttons. And so finally, I think the consensus was on the open source group on Facebook that, hey, is there any way we could get everybody on the same page and start incorporating some of these awesome features from the fork into the main OS of Frederick's OS? And so I guess enough people, talked about it, that now the main OS is adopting features like accent swings and spins and stabs and things that weren't really quite incorporated yet in Frederick's OS. Because I get it, he wanted to keep it stable. I totally get it, and take his time with it before incorporating a bunch of new stuff too quick. So yeah. I had been following the fork all the way up to where Matthew literally stopped updating the fork. It's not supported anymore. And so Frederick started really, beefing up the main OS, and that's the one you downloaded, the most recent one.
4.7, I think it said.
Correct. And I just did the same thing today because I was still on 3.9 on the main OS. And what I noticed, because I've been using the older fork, it always worked really well for me, in that it's almost like a personal preference thing, because it always worked really well for me, because not only do you have like subtle smooth swing, this, you already have like your subtle, back and forth, but then when you go to swing it fast, like even one time, you get that accent swing, right? Which brought like,
well, see, I'm like, my ear hasn't really heard accent swings yet, because I don't have enough experience with the Proffie.
Yeah.
So that was one thing when you sent that text, when you were saying, I don't know if I have accent swings in my files, or if they disappeared or whatever. And then it's almost like, I don't know if the Saber we were working with here has it, because first of all, I don't have both speakers attached on it. And second of all, we didn't really play with it enough I think I would have to probably stand there and swing it, and then you'd be like, that's an accent swing. That's or I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to tell right away.
No, you would be. Well, and it depends on how different it is from the smooth swing. So like sometimes your accent swings really stick out if it's like a different sounding sample from the actual, because normally the smooth swing sound is directly sampled from the hum in most cases, and then they expand on the hum to make the smooth swing more dynamic. But what I was battling with today, and again, it may just be a personal preference, is like the fork. When you would swing the Saber one time really fast, you would get that accent swing. But to take it a step further, because you like to do spins, in your spaceship, right? When you start spinning, it would change. It would either use the spin wave file, and when you're spinning it. But if there were no spins present, the OS was smart enough to use the accent swings to also make spin sounds.
Wow.
So that's one of the things that, since I updated to 4.7,
you're not hearing that anymore?
I'm not hearing it on spins. I'm hearing
and
it.
Every single font is the same as far as they're not there?
For me right now. And that's what you asked the question, like, do we need to track down a brand new updated 4.7 smooth swing any file? And there's also now a second config file inside each font folder.
Oh.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out today. And I was going to actually,
well, maybe we could look through the fonts that I purchased from Saberfont recently those 10 for Mark and see if, like, I don't know if
Well, there should be accent swings in anything you've downloaded off of Saber or Saber font recently, I would think. But
because
go ahead and
some of
boot
the
up.
fonts look different in the folder. Do you remember like how some of them were
Oh, right.
like didn't have subfolders and some did? So I think some were like older fonts for the Proffie, and some were newer fonts with like subfolders and extras, or if it's just different makers making, you know, subfolders and extras, and some just making a straight Proffie font. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, well, if you've got files in there that are swng.wave, those are your accent swings. It's basically swing without the I is what it would look like in the folder. So yeah, go ahead and check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna open one of them up and see.
You bought them all off of Saber font?
Yeah, no, not all actually, to be honest, because there was one maker who had his own website. Was it Kyberphonic?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna message Jesse today because he just put out a V2 version of a font called Dark, which ironically is the Dark Saber, the one you just
Oh,
showed.
okay.
And he updated it, and that's what I'm trying to figure out today. Is the update come with an updated .ini file and an updated font config that goes in the font folder that will unlock more features in 4.7. So that was my task today, and I haven't been able to get quite a straight answer yet. I'm still digging around the forums and the groups because Jesse literally just came out with this dark font update that opens up a lot more stuff on the new OS. I think on July 2nd, maybe. I think I saw it was dated. So
Yeah, I've got like one of the fonts open. I see the INI, and I'm looking for SWNG folder. Is that accent swings?
that is.
That's present in the first font I checked, which is ESB Graflex. Let's check the Emperor.
Yeah, that'll have them because I own that one.
Oh, okay.
One of my all-time favorites right now. Like, that font's just ridiculous sounding. So cool.
Yeah, that's the one I think we updated the blade style. Or did we? We need to make a blade style for Emperor that's red, don't we? I don't know if we did it last time. That it like looks cool somehow for that. I'm sure it's going to sound good.
The last thing we did before you put in the kind of hyper blue blade.
Okay.
Pick out the green, and so when we're adding custom color profiles to your guy's blade, do you want to do it with the green blade in or the blue one?
This is what I was trying to do. See, the blue one is long, so when I'm sitting here, it's a pain in the ass. Yeah. The green one, the good part about that is it is Mark's blade, so that makes sense to get the true color of what he will see. So I was thinking we will do that, but in the meantime, it's been, 2 days since we last hooked up. I have a mini, like a shorter blade, like a lamp saver blade that I think I told you the last time how much I had to sand Mark's blade to get it in his emitter. So I was like, you know what? I got this lamp saver blade. It's short. The next time I get online with JediArmsDealer, I'll use this short blade. So I spent an hour or so just sanding like crazy the other day, trying to get that mini blade to fit in. Long story short, I didn't. It still won't fit in even after like blood, sweat, and tears trying to sand that. So I think we'll stick with the Photon. That way we'll see exactly what like Mark will see. So if we tune in a nice red or we tune in a nice yellow, like we'll get the true representation there.
Agreed.
Of what it is. So Blind Cowboy does have that SWNG swing folder with 16 swing waves in it. Like you said, so does Emperor. I'm going to check Juan Sith right now. Juan Sith. Okay, this is one of the ones that doesn't have subfolders. Let's see if there's SWN. Oh, there is SWNG in there up to Wow. Oh my God. He's got 37 accent swings in there.
Whoa.
That's nice.
Huh.
um, that's
Wow.
cool. Let's see what else we got here. K Sith Duke. That's on Mark's lightsaber as well. Proffie folder. It's got it as well. I'm assuming now that we've checked like 50 or 60% of these, I'm kind of thinking that even if, let's say for instance, someone put out a Proffie sound font 2 years ago, I'm kind of thinking maybe they went in and updated it with accent swings because of demand. Yeah, this K Sith Vengeance has it.
Yeah, I think all the font makers went back and like add them if it was pre-accents.
Yeah, which is
I think
really
you're right.
cool. Because like I love the idea of accent swings. Like when I say I haven't heard them exactly, I mean maybe that one time my buddy Steve was here, I heard it. I think he said he had it, but I can't I can't confirm if I
When
heard.
it's done right and the volumes are just right in the pocket, it's amazing. It sounds so much better than just straight smooth swing. It actually,
How it's straight
yeah,
smooth swing is
well,
awesome.
because it simulates the blade cutting the air at a higher speed. So,
That is so cool. I mean, when you say it's better, that is like something incredible because I think it sounds so great already.
well, basically, what I've discovered this year when I've been editing and updating some older fonts is you can actually take an old Plector font, rename the files, and then your actual physical swings that are normally just straight swings in the old Plector setup.
Hmm.
If you just change the name to swng.wave,
They
those
could
things
become accent swings.
correct. So they'll translate. But then you can create smooth swings from the hum. And if you've got effects in your audio editing program, you can layer those up and come up with some crazy dynamic smooth swings along with the accent swings. So I've been playing with that like in the last 48 hours since the last time we had our session. So I actually already converted one of the ones you sent me, so I got to shoot that back to you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So, what's your plan to see? Like, if are you thinking we can see if these accent swings work on the system I have in Mark Saber?
I'd be real curious to see if when you spin Mark's Saber, I don't know if you can do that yet, if you've got it that assembled at this point, what you're hearing,
Hmm.
because I'm pretty sure you'll be able to hear the accent swings when you swing faster with
Hmm.
his. But you're on 4.7. I would think at this point because I just updated this today as the test saber to 4.7, and I'm still not getting for some reason spins when I spin it, because you can do that. It'll use the old Plector spin sounds just like it used to on the Crystal Focus.
Hmm.
But I'm getting accent swings when I go back and forth really fast, just not spins or chained accents when I go 360. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Yeah. So
The 4.7 that I downloaded and these fonts contain that all those accent swings. You think if I kick it up right now, if I kick it on, we might be able to hear that? Let's see.
yeah, because you're totally current right now, Space. The way we got you set up and formatted, you're ready to go. You should hear accent swings. I'd definitely give it a shot. The other thing I want to know is it remembering what font you're on? Because sometimes there's an extra line of coding you need to put in your config file that tells it to save like a preferences file to the SD card when you change fonts, and so it memorizes all of your color configs and your font position.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
curious.
Well, we'll put the kill key back in at a certain point to see if
Yeah,
that font comes back. Let's see. Let's see what
yeah,
we got here.
because I can fix that for you today if it's not. It wasn't working for me when I updated that part, so I had to do it manually.
Yeah, it seems like it's on font 1 right now. Let me go to the next one. Darth Maul. Okay, let's put the kill key back in and see if it says Darth Maul when I pull the kill key back out.
Yep.
It's hard to grab this kill key. It reset to font number 1.
Okay, that's what I figured it would do. That's what it did to me today as well. I hope I'm.
I think we selected for font 1 a special blade style last time. That's just, oh yeah, oh wow, what a nice blade style we did. This was like the burst of color spark on. Was it called spark on?
Spark on, yeah.
It's so sweet. Wow, like this one is, I consider this one settled. Number 1, you know, I talked to Mark today on Instagram. He said, I said, you know, you got any blade styles that you're looking to get? And he said, listen, I just want it to look like a lightsaber, like Luke's lightsaber. So, so I think we did that with font number 1.
Oh God,
this just looks amazing.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, like look at the everything turns green when I turn this on.
Your face is almost completely washed out. That's wild.
Okay, so should I plug in, and we'll see if we could update to the way that the coding that you say will remember the chosen font?
Let me see if when I updated today, I think I fixed it. Let me look and see real quick though before we go forward, because there's one line you type in for the fork, and then there's another line you type in for the main OS, and it gets confusing. So hold on. That's what so I need to look in this one and see config.
I'm just going to check real quick if I'm plugged in with my special cord here. And I'm not, so I have to.
Was that color change? Okay, that was twist. So you got, and I activated twist activation today too. I tested what you asked me about, and all the spins and everything.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mess up. I haven't got.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it's super stable so far. Test color change. I think it will always be, but I didn't put a blade in and spin it. I was just doing the hilt. I couldn't get it to mess up. I need to know which one it's referring. Hold on just a sec. Let me open my Arduino program, because I need to know. Because I actually had to ask this question on open source when I couldn't get it to remember what font I was on. I guess you can go in and you go in and manually add a line. So let's see. Okay, so it's referring to test twist activation. Let me close out of that. Test twist activation, and I need to be in this folder for sure. And in config, test twist activation. Let's open that one. All right, so you got your config open at this point?
Let me open Mark's config.
Yep. Inside the config folder, then open up your config into TextEdit.
Okay, it's opening up. I'll share the screen so you could see this TextEdit situation. So you could see in the middle of the screen here is the first font that we updated with the style. It's got a lot of coding in there because we set up a special Empire Strikes Back blade to represent that font. And then for font, I think it was number 5, it's number 6, we did set something for Emperor. I'm not sure what that was.
It went between like red and orange. We did a red and orange.
Oh, right now I remember that, yeah.
And then we also added in blue lightning for old.
Okay. check that one. Oh yeah, and the way it activates, it almost looks like it's going to be green for a second.
I wonder.
I guess because it's like a burst. It has like one of those on spark bursts.
Yeah, I think we left that on when we recorded it, right?
Yeah, so I guess it's like a white or whatever we programmed in burst. I think I programmed yellow, but the way it's coming through the photon blade, it almost looks like the blade's going to be green for a second. Like you have this flash of color, and then it turns red. It's so wild. And then how do I do the effect with the lightning? I tap the button. Let's see. No, that's a blaster. Oh, which looks crazy. It's like the blaster has a green blaster effect, but with a yellow kind of aura around that part of the blade because it's a photon. I guess it's pretty nutty.
Yeah, so I can't remember. Did we make it yellow blasters or white blasters? I forget.
I think we did yellow here.
Yeah.
But for some reason, like it's like on the bolt. Let me pull up my screen is bigger here. On the part where, like, I don't know, see if you could tell. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up, but it's like it looks yellow and green.
Yeah.
I feel like when the blaster hits, which it looks super realistic. Like.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
that's wild.
It's just epic.
And then I think to do the whoops. How did we get the other thing to operate? I have to tap the button and. Oh, that's the lockup. It almost looks like one of them summertime popsicles. Pretty sick. Okay, so yeah, we did do two fonts. We got the Emperor and we got Empire Strikes Back. That's awesome.
Yeah. So if you want to jump back into that code, I will read to you the line you need to add to get it to save state. And if that doesn't work, I have a different line because one's for the fork and one's for the main OS. So I forget which. It's been a little while.
Okay.
So basically, you go to the top section, and I like to put it in below where the threshold is because it's an easy place to remember kind of add-ons. See where it says clash threshold?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hit enter after the 0.
Exactly. And then do a hashtag define.
Oops.
Space. And then all capitals. And you're going to do the word save underscore state. There you go.
Oh.
Save that puppy and re-upload and let's test it.
That's so cool. Okay, I'm going to plug in.
Because, you know, that's something I like having on any Saber is it remembers. Because if I have a favorite font of the week, I don't want to have to go back to the very beginning of my reboot.
Okay, we got the right coding on the Proffie OS program. I see the Arduino program. It says mark F config, which is what we want. Last time we had an issue with that, so it does say that now. I'm going to verify this and see if it's okay. Okay and good. First 3 seconds looking good.
Nice. It's that first 3 seconds.
Yeah. It says still compiling sketch. I'll share that window. And as you can see at the bottom, it says 90% of program storage space it's using, and it's done compiling, and everything is a success. So since I'm plugged into the lightsaber already, I'm just going to hit this button with the little arrow up top, which is actually going to update the Saber with our new programming. Yeah. Try to get the
check your port setting real quick, Space, just to make sure it's seeing the board.
Right.
You can do that while it's uploading, as long as you catch it before it goes to upload. So you're going to go to Tools.
We're good. Yep. Oh, there, I see. It says it's checked off as the right one under port under Tools. Yep.
Yeah.
And
So
Or
far,
it's still
yours
up
has
lane.
like jumped in and out of that. I have to check every time because it's random, but mine's an older Mac, so maybe that's why. Nice. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, we're looking at a percentage here, just going up, 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 up. No errors so far, so good. The force is with us.
Gotta love that.
It's uploading to real ultimate power.
.7.
97, 98, 99, 100. There we go. File downloaded successfully. Now, I don't know how smart it is, meaning when I unplug this right now and turn on the Saber, am I going to hear the Emperor, or do we have to kind of cycle to something, turn it off, and turn it back on? I guess we'll find out in a second.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this time it'll go back to font 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, and then because it kind of had to do everything again.
Yeah, it didn't know you were on Emperor before because it had no way to save state.
Okay. Yep, we're on font number 1. What I'll do is we'll go to Darth Maul, and we'll see if it comes back. If it does come back as Darth Maul after I put in the kill key and take out the kill key, maybe we'll set up a state for the Darth Maul font, a style, and we'll try to make something cool. Because I actually have to wrap up the lesson today a little early, but maybe if we could get like one state going, maybe answer your question too about the swings, and then we could see where we are with that. So let's see here. Darth Maul. I'm going to put the kill key back in. Huh. Oh, maybe it's a different boot for Darth Maul. It was a different, right. So I think it did work. Count Dooku. Let me just double check on font number 4 here. Slippery kill key. Yep. You got it, bro. You got it. It did it. That's it. Cool. That's great. Oh, and look, Count Dooku already has a red blade, but as you have stated before, it's not an audio flicker. So that's one of the things that we've been trying to do is like put audio flicker into our blade states because it looks a lot cooler than a static blade.
Make it breathe.
Okay, that's the Emperor. You said that one sounds pretty good. Now, I only have one speaker in right now, but let's see if we can detect any accent swings here.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I remember that the Emperor has kind of subtle accent swings that sort of mix in nice and smooth with the smooth swings, so that might be difficult.
I think I did hear it, but taking that into consideration, let's switch to something else.
Yeah. Well, they should be working. There's no reason.
Yeah, I think I heard it, but like I said, I'm not. I don't. First of all, I don't have the best ear, and second of all, I'm not very experienced with this. Look. Vengeance. Oh, well, let's try that one. Oh, this is a weird blade style in this one. I think I heard it because it went wah, like.
Yeah. Well, if you go really slow at first space and then just kind of get used to just the smooth swing sound, and then swing it real fast, you'll know if you hear something different in there.
I think it's there. I don't know. I don't know if you could hear it on this one.
I hear something different coming in.
Right. I'll try one more. So I think I'm sensing it there, but the dark side clouds things sometimes. Let's see.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
Let's try Darth Maul. Oh, I think it's apparent on this one. I think I hear it there.
Yeah.
And I think with the 2-watt bass speaker or the 4-watt bass speaker that I got going, or the 3-watt, whatever it is, going at the bottom, it'll be even more apparent, you know, when the bottom's all on this and stuff. I got a couple wires hanging out here, but
yeah, I just can't wait to see what you think of it when you start, you know, spinning it, when you get it all together.
It's playing music right now. Yeah, and this one's going to be nice to swing. Maybe like the next video I make about it, you know, will be the reveal, and I'll, you know, we'll do one more font maybe, and then, well, first of all, let's just back up a second. Does that answer your question about like if you downloaded 4.7, but I thought you did, and then you said the accent swings weren't present.
No, the accent swings are present when you do kind of a fast. The only thing that I can't figure out how to work that used to work in the fork is like spins. So when you spin the Saber 360, you know, like you like to do in the spaceship, I'm not hearing accent swings or spin sounds happen when you're doing a 360.
I see. Okay.
Whereas I like that personally.
Yeah, me too.
I liked it on the fork, and so today my mission has been, you know, can I figure out, do I need to update a .ini file or something to unlock that feature? Because if you have spin files in there, it'll use those. If it doesn't, it'll use the accent swings and chain those as well.
Mm-hmm.
And so to me, it just makes a huge difference when you're really spinning it or whipping it around, you know?
Absolutely. I don't know if I ever had a Saber that did the spin stuff exactly. Like, you know, the Plector Labs, was it the CF7 did it?
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever had, like, I always had CF 5s and 6s and stuff. I don't think I had a
Mostly LSs.
the one that did the spin. I did play with it a few times.
It's pretty cool. I like it a lot because it's a very distinct spinning sound, but I actually prefer it with the accent swings when they act and chain those together, and because then it's really dynamic. Because like when I used to listen to the individual sound fonts for the Crystal Focus, the actual spin.wave file, it was literally like a double swing sound within one sound. So you'd click play and it would go womp womp. And so when you'd spin it, that's what it was chaining together.
That's sick. Because it'd be like whoa, 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 whoa. It'd be like if you're going fast, I could see how that would be so cool.
It was, but you had to kind of time your spin properly to make it look right visually, because it's a double swing sound every time you do a rotation. So if you start going too fast, it comes out, because, you know, I'm the DJ ear weirdo. So if you start going too fast, I'm like, that doesn't look right.
You know what we'll have to do? Like, this is kind of what, actually, I just thought of this. So I wasn't thinking about this before a second ago. When I come out to see you, let's do this. Like, let's make it a project, and then you probably don't want to take on another project, but let's make it a project maybe where, even if the hilt is kind of simple, where like we each make a hilt that they can screw together. And when I come to see you, I'll bring my half. We'll screw it together. We'll have the accent swings, everything. And we'll be like we'll have a staff going, and you tell me with your ear, like, how does that sound? You know what I mean? Like, we'll
Like we
I think
both.
it'd be crazy if you had two of them spinning like a staff. That'd be wild. It would be like one of the Rebels cartoons with those Inquisitors, how they fly like a helicopter around and stuff with their their lightsaber.
That's an awesome idea. So like you build like an MHS with the coupler, and I do the same, and then
Right.
yeah.
And we kind of make them like we'll have like a basic design, like maybe we'll kind of collaborate a little on the MHS parts that we buy, but then we do some stuff like we don't tell each other what little details we're doing,
Yeah.
you know, and we come back, so they'll kind of match, but they won't, you know.
Right.
That might be cool.
Oh, we're definitely doing a Bluetooth duel when you come out here.
Yeah.
With subwoofers and the whole 9 yards. That's gonna happen.
And we're gonna do it on one of those spectacular sunset nights that your last video took place on, like that. Do you remember how it just was spectacular? Imagine like on a hill or on a little mountainside or something. We could do something like that and record it. That'd be sick.
Absolutely.
Because these blades are visible. Like, you know, if it was a nice sunset or whatever, and we were out there, I mean, it would look real. There'd be no photoshopping. There'd be no special effects involved. It would look like a real lightsaber that was, you know, we're fighting with, I'm sure.
Yeah, I got to give props to Barbara. We did 0 Photoshop, 0 video editing, and 0 audio editing to that video where I'm standing next to the car. I just couldn't believe it when we played it back on the big screen. I was just like, man, look at the aura coming off that thing at sunset. It was weird.
I love it. I'm gonna put that in the description of this video, so anybody that wants to watch that video where you have the Proffieboard hooked through your Bluetooth out of your car, and I guess you guys drove around the corner or whatever, this nice spot, and you did a little video, and it's just booming, and it just looks great too. I mean, you make awesome blades. It's this thing, and it's your most special saber, right? It's the ILLUMOS.
Yeah, it's the
you did it
ILLUMOS.
with. Speaking of, that's one more thing I want to tell you. Maybe come on and talk to me another time on like a live show that I'm gonna continue drawing your picture.
Oh yeah.
So, you know, I'll get the iPad, we'll throw the screen up, and we'll chat like this, but I'll just be drawing the picture. You know what I mean? And maybe we'll do a couple shows like that. It'll probably take like 2-3 hour sessions, finish that artwork up. And I've done a little since you've seen it last time, but that would be so sick to like. I kind of had that idea that, you know, I would do a kind of a live show where we draw that, you know, and we could talk about it too. We could talk about the ILLUMOS.
I can't wait. What you sent me so far, I was mind blown. That's unreal.
I'm gonna actually open up the was it the FET window, or no? It was the window where we set up all the cool stuff for Proffie.
It was.
I think I have it still on one of my tabs.
Localized lockup generator.
Or no, style editor, right?
Well, yeah, that's like the main old school one. Well, and they've added a bunch of new stuff. But I haven't figured out how to do like localized lockup or force lightning in that one you got up right now.
Oh, that code we grabbed from the FET 263 video? Or the FET 263 website last time to get it to go on to the Emperor font? Is that how we did it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I like to play in the most, just because it's got the, you know, it's got the localized lockup settings. It's got the on spark that you can do along in conjunction with a force lightning. That one to me is like just a really cool tool that FET did. I think that was one of the first things he put out there. It's called localized lockup generator. If you want to open that as a tab as well.
Let me see. I think that was on the link with all the video links you sent.
Yeah. Unless you want to do like a custom fire blade or something. But I can't remember what colors of fire blades come stock.
No, I think because like I think Mark wants, like, especially for this mall font that we'll update right now, let's make it kind of like a simple, maybe a simple kind of blade, like a simple flicker, maybe a, what color did you think the FOC was in the movie? Do you think it was like yellow when he was fighting Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon?
Yeah.
When they hit the blade? So maybe we'll make like a yellow flash to it, nice red blade, but audio flicker, and
okay.
some of these are so
Zoom
cool.
in
I'm just
here.
looking at this other site right here, and like, yeah, we are going to have to utilize some of these. Maybe we'll do another session if you're willing to put some kind of wild effects. Like, there's just so many of these FET263. Anybody
Well,
that's not
that's
subscribed to
what,
him will put his link there too. But there's so many to choose from with that.
and that's one of the things we really should try to do next is get you up and running with color change, because then,
Yeah,
I mean, FET's got these massive codes in there where it's color changed for fire blades, it's color changed for rain blades, it's, you know what I mean, like entire
right.
category of like whatever style you want, entire color change settings for audio flicker blades, so that
Okay. Yeah, what we'll do, since I kind of have limited time tonight, we'll do a simple blade for the Darth Maul, and then maybe we'll come back and we'll work on the like those more interesting styles for the next one.
Yeah. Cool. Well, you want to do it on this page, or you want to use that tool we used last time so we can do localized lockup? Because I don't think you have you seen localized lockup yet?
I thought we like localized clash I'm seeing over here, because
Yeah.
I think the same window is still up from the Emperor font we upgraded, so maybe
Oh,
I didn't ever see localized.
let's
What
go
did you
back to
say?
that. Localized lockup. That's where, like, let's say you're dueling with someone and the two blades connect. It'll
Uh-huh.
act, it'll actually be brighter in the center of the blade, and it kind of slowly moves up and down the blade a little
Oh
bit,
my God. Okay, that's crazy.
where your blades are touching. That's the effect that it gives. So we should do that for the Maul.
Okay, that
You know,
sounds cool.
him and Obi-Wan were locked up there for a little while.
Yeah, so I wonder if we could alter this Emperor
Yes.
info that we kind of have up on the screen. Maybe we'll change the blade to be like the Emperor. We did a little orange in the blade. Maybe we'll make the Maul blade a deeper red, if that's possible, or something.
Yeah, or you could do you can actually do red, orange red, and that'll keep it super deep looking. So if one color is just
Oh, I see that. I could probably type that in. Does orange red
it's
have a dash to it, or I just type in red
no,
literally right after the
yeah,
word orange?
it's no spaces and then capital O and then capital R. I got my screen zoomed in so I can see. You want to switch over to that FET page? Because I think I'm still seeing the
Yeah, I'll switch over.
cool.
Oh, I thought I had it, that I knew what to do there, but okay, let's go back. Something's like weird with my internet right now. Okay.
Damn Empire.
Yeah. Okay, tell me if this is where I should be.
That's the page we could do, next session we'll do color change.
Oh, I think this is the page we need over here. Okay, let me
Yeah.
stop that, and I do see the correct one.
Yeah. Simple interface that can do a lot of cool stuff.
That is, yeah. What a hero FET263 is for all this.
Yeah, there's quite a few heroes that are stepping up, that are addicted. Matthew McGeary, Fernando, and Frederick. All those guys are working hard on this stuff all the time.
Yeah. It's just so interesting if you're a lightsaber fan to see this stuff. It's wild.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah,
Okay.
I say up there in that top box, you could do.
Oh, I see. It says audio flicker red, comma, space orange, and I could type in here, right? I could type red right here.
I don't. Was it orange? Was it red orange?
Oh, let me
Or
go back
dark?
and look.
I forget already. The color.
Orange red, I think, is the one you said, right? Orange red.
Yeah, there you go.
There's also one called dark orange, but on their little chart, orange red actually looks more red
Yeah.
than the dark orange. So I'll just type in red.
It'll be a pretty subtle audio flicker, but it'll look mean.
Right. It'll look like, yeah. And you know what? If there's another evil one that is on this, I forget the fonts, but if there's another evil one later, we'll do one with like there's one called Deep Pink, and that combined with the red might make us look like a crimson Darth Vader type of font.
Especially in the Photon. Who knows what it'll do. Love that.
Okay, so I've got orange red typed in. Ignition on off effects in out helper. Do I need to change that tab at all?
Nope, that's just your timing. You like if you pull that down.
It either says none, in out helper, in out spark tip, and I think the spark tip thing is the thing I didn't really like, so we kept it at in out helper.
Right.
On spark effect, yes, because we love it. Blast effects, original blast.
Try one of the others just so you see if you like
Maybe
it.
blast fade out. That might be cool.
Yeah.
Blast style color yellow, yes, that's cool. Blast fade time 200. Well, let's make it like 150, a little quicker. Clash effects, localized clash.
Change that into something you haven't seen yet.
Simple clash. Yeah, that might be cool because, like, then it could do. Should we try like white? Let me see what other colors they got here.
I'm pretty sure simple clash just changes like old school, you know, tri-cree type stuff. It just changes the whole blade that color.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Which is kind of, you know, prequel and OT.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you know, we'll keep it at yellow and see what that looks like. And actually, I'll make that even quicker. Instead of 40, let's make it 30. That'll be faster. Lockup effect. Now, this is where you want to show me something new, right? You want to show me localized lockup.
Yeah.
Oh, a lot of options come up.
And then I'd go ahead and make it, well, yellow.
Or I remember this from another day. Yeah, lockup flashing color. Yeah, blue's not going to really work that well because that's going to come out to be like a green.
Oh, right, because you got the photon.
Let's do lockup flashing color. Maybe white. Do they have a white, or is it called something else? Ghost white. White. Okay, they do have white. Okay, let's just type in white for that one. Blade or sliding blade direction. Bottom to middle. Middle to bottom. Top to middle.
I don't know if I've ever messed with that.
Let's do middle to top. Yeah, middle to top.
Put it up higher on the blade, huh?
Middle to bottom. Middle to bottom. All right, we'll do that one. Let's see what that one looks like. Drag style color. Random per LED flicker, red, white. Okay. That's okay. Well, not red, white. We'll do yellow, white. Because red is already the blade color.
Right.
Okay, so if I hit this button, View in Style Editor, that will give us our coding, right?
And a preview, yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, let's do that. And if I hit the power button, we'll see. Oh, no, I need to share my screen before I play around with, so you guys can see it too. Yeah, you know what? My internet's so messed up today. I think it's because it's like a holiday. You know, it's like a holiday. Everyone must be on the internet or something. I don't know.
As long as it's a holiday and not COVID, right?
Yeah.
We had that problem the first time. That was crazy. Nothing was getting through.
Okay, here we go. Let's hit the power button. Oh, that was sweet.
Whoa. It almost looked purple when it comes out.
Yeah, it looks a little like, because I think we kept the Palpatine setup where we have like blue leading it, which is sweet. Clash. Yeah, you're right. That's like the whole blade clash. Lock up. Oh, dude, that's so nice. Wow, that is worth it. You're so right.
It's a lot of fun when you're like
Oh,
dueling with a friend and you both go into that mode. It looks so real on camera.
that is amazing. Yeah, we gotta have some like propped up Proffie sabers when we meet up so that we could duel a little bit there.
Definitely.
Oh, and that's the like the tip drag. That looks great. That looks real.
Excellent. Nice.
Very cool. Okay, well, all right, we have that. What's the next step to get it in the saber?
You're gonna click copy on that top line of text to the right.
Right. And then we go into our, okay, I'm going to stop this screen and we're going to open up the text edit again.
Yep.
Boom, there we go. SJ Mall is what I have the sound font named as. So without your help, let me see if I could figure this out, because I'm just going to look at the #1 font here and see where we inserted stuff. So, okay, I see those brackets. I see wave, quotation marks, comma. Then it looks like that's where we implant the style, but we have to leave at the end, we figured out, we have to leave these other quotation marks for some weird reason.
Yeah. Or blade notes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, I think, okay, where it says style. All right, we're gonna hit,
you got it.
We're gonna hit paste, and let me look closely.
Perfect.
See if it ends properly. Yeah, okay, so it ends with a comma, a space, and then whatever it wants this for, it wants it. So it wants this color in parentheses, at least on this new 4.7 version that I've downloaded. It wants, and we found out last time, it doesn't matter what we type in there, but it just wants something typed in there. And then it's a closing bracket, comma, next track. Okay, so
you could technically just type mall in there, because then it gives your eye a reference of where the mall blade code ends.
True.
If you start getting, 12 blade styles deep, it starts to hurt your eyes.
I'm going to hit save on this text edit file, which actually sends it to our Proffie folder, which we want it to. As you could see up at the top here on the config, it has an H, which is telling us it's not a text edit file. When it saves it, it is a Proffie file. So that's what we want. I'm going to stop this screen and we're going to go back to our Arduino program. Starting to get the hang of it here.
Absolutely.
I got a good teacher. I got the next best thing to Yoda. Okay, so we're here again. We confirm that it's Mark's config. We're going to go to tools and just make sure, just for posterity, what the port is. Oh, I'm not plugged in, so maybe that's why it doesn't sense this. It's not showing me that.
Yeah, so far I don't think it's ever glitched on yours. Sometimes mine, I have to kind of remind it it's there, but she's old. The old laptop. But a tank.
Yeah, for some reason it's not. Oh, it is there now. Okay, yeah, it kind of automatically senses it on my computer. Okay, so we're doing it. We're going to verify, which is just going to check our coding that we just did. Basically just for the mall font, because everything else remained the same. So if an error comes up, it's because of something we just did, and we can back up. We could back up with our Control Z or start over. So looking good. Done compiling. I'm going to hit the arrow button, and then we will test our mall configuration if it's successful.
Nailed it.
As we always say, the first 3 seconds are the most vital, and we're through those.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll get, you know, some weird random error towards the end, but very rarely. Because I'm pretty sure it reads the config first. That's why you'll see it sooner. Maybe not. It's a mystery, all this magic on in there.
Yeah, they're really stirring that cauldron, making these effects happen.
Are you scrolling right now, or is it auto-scrolling?
I'm scrolling just to see the
Okay.
percentages here. So I'm at
Okay.
41, 44,
I was like,
45.
how's he doing that?
You know, we don't have too much Jedi patience over here. We're like, go, go, go.
Got a duel to get to.
Vader is coming.
Right.
$92 and 100. Done uploading, and I'll unplug right now.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to check out that localized lockup.
Oh my God, it's gonna be crazy.
And then next session we'll get into the crazy stuff.
Yeah, that'll be nuts. I'm actually gonna try to put our first video up tonight if I can like edit that one in time. That was like a 2-hour video.
That was, yeah. And
That was a lot of fun.
that was super fun. And we learned some things for newer Mac owners, because I swear that was the default on the new Mac OS for the text edit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're still there.
Oh, I'm gonna make my screen big so we can see this.
I want to see that.
So do you remember in the this is interesting because you remember in the style editor when we were previewing this blade, you said, "Wow, it looks like a blue lead up," right?
Yeah. Okay.
That's why we're seeing green, because it's a blue lead up, but in this blade it appears to be green. So
Right.
check out the ignition.
Okay.
It looks like it's a flash of green, but it's really supposed to be a flash of blue. It really is a flash of blue, but it's appearing like a green. Okay, so let's see. I gotta hold this a certain way. Wait a second. That was sick. That was sick. We'll try that again. Yeah.
Now watch how it like randomly crawls up and down the blade a little bit. There at it.
Yeah. It's like going like here, but we set that up that way.
Yeah. Well done, whoever friggin' programmed that localized lockup. I just love how it looks so natural.
Oh yeah, and look how we sped up the blasts. That really looks realistic, like the movie.
Nice.
I think. Let's see. Oops, dropping out here.
Like
oh yeah, see how fast that is? That's the 30 we put in.
Yeah, sweet.
Very cool. So when he's able to change the colors, like in the next session that we do, will that blade style will remain, but the colors change of it?
It's basically, it's a code that kind of contains it. There's all kinds of them. I was gonna say it's a code that contains like a category of all fire blades or all rain blades or all audio flicker blades, but there's some in there that just do all kinds of different things. So it's whatever blade styles you chain together as like the next color profile you go to when you rotate the hilt.
Oh, that's gonna be. Oh, okay. I'm super excited to see that. Like I told you last time, this is like playing a video game to me, to like see all these effects happen. It's something else. It's something else. But I got to go cook some dinner, and I want you to have an awesome 4th, and we will get together soon.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad we got the memory thing so it remembers what font you're on. Got that worked out. That's sweet.
Yeah, and like how the act of doing just reinforces the learning. So tonight, like doing it again, you had taught me like what 2 days ago, but doing it again, I really feel like my confidence is just like so much higher now to get like a style in there successfully. Like I know that if we hung up right now and I went in to put a style, I could do it.
You got this.
Whereas after that first day, it's like, yeah, probably, but there was a couple steps I needed you to confirm. Be like, what do I hit next, right? So tonight, I think I got it. I got it even better.
Yeah, it's weird until you do it a few times. It's totally
Yeah.
weird. Good stuff.
Oh, awesome, dude. All right. Well, thank you so much. And subscribe to JediArmsDealer. I'm going to put your information when I upload this video, and we'll put Fet's information. And Megtooth Sith, another great resource that we'll list his channels too, because they focus so much on the Proffie. They got a lot of great videos.
Yeah, man.
So I'm just experimenting fresh, and you're guiding me, so it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it has. Good times.
Do you like what I do here on SpaceWIndu channel? You might like my second channel. It's called Comic Book Creation Live, and that's where I work on my latest comic book, Albatross Junction, with my friend Kevin. We do a live show every single Wednesday. You might want to drop by and check it out. It's a really cool story that is sort of like Star Wars in some ways. There's some space travel, there's a lot of action, alien creatures, monsters, and future Earth, maybe over 1,000 years into the future. So go check out Comic Book Creation Live.